Disney Junior, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, a goofy fairy tale. Tonight is story night in the Clubhouse library. Mickey is going to read a bedtime story. "Aw, shucks," says Goofy. "I thought it was magic night." "How will we decide which story to read?" Minnie asks. "I'll use magic to pick a book," says Goofy. "Book-a-doodle-doo, fly away and shoo." He said book-a-doodle-doo, fly away and shoo. Oh no, Goofy uses the wrong magic words. All the stories disappear. Mickey asks Professor Von Drake if he knows where the stories went. "They're in a gold storybook in the land of fairy tales," says the professor. Outside, the professor opens a magic door to the land of fairy tales. "The gold storybook is in the castle of the beast," he says. "It has 3 shapes on its cover: a heart, a diamond, and a rose." Oops! Goofy slips and falls through the magic door. Goofy's clumsy. Goofy slips and falls through the magic door. A wall of glass slams shut. "Oh boy," says the professor. "My remote control went kaput." Goofy's stuck. "Oh dear," Daisy says. "Goofy can't get the gold storybook by himself. He'll just goof up," asks Donald. "I'm sure you can do it, pal," Mickey tells Goofy. "Good luck." Dressed in his new fairy tale clothes, Goofy starts down a path. "Gosh," says Goofy, "which way leads to the beast's castle?" "Go right," answers someone with a tiny voice. Goofy is so surprised he falls to the ground. "You're a goofy fella," says a small knight. "Goofy fella," Goofy says, laughing. "That'll be my fairy tale name. We're Chip and Dale Thumb." "Chip Thumb," the small knight says. "But we gotta go," asks Dale Thumb. "Big problem at the castle." "Okay," says Goofy fella. "See ya." Soon, Goofy fella comes upon Pete, Piper, Donald, and Pluto the merry dog. They're trying to lead ducklings to a pond. "They won't follow me," says Pied Piper Donald. Goofy fella tries to teach Pied Piper Donald a new song, but he drops the flute and he breaks. "Sorry," he says. "Oh, Toodles." Toodles' cousin, Goofles, comes to help with 4 magical tools: suction cups, sticky tape, an oar, and a mystery magical tool. Goofy fella chooses the tape to fix the flute. It works. When Pied Piper Donald plays the new song, the ducklings line up and follow him. "Thanks," he says. Deep in the woods, Goofy fella gets lost and runs into Hansel and Gretel Mouse. They're lost too. "Maybe somebody in that house can help us," says Goofy fella. "No, that's the witch's house." Gretchen Mouse warns. Just then someone calls, "Hello, it's Witch Clarabelle." "Are you a good witch?" asks Goofy fella. "Oh yes," says Witch Clarabelle, laughing. "I'm not scary at all." Witch Clarabelle is making a big batch of Merry Muffins, but she can't find her mixing spoon. Goofy fella calls for Goofles and chooses the oar. "It's marvelous." "It's marvelous," says Witch Clarabelle. Goofy fella accidentally knocks her basket of berries right into the batter. "Gosh," she says, "I'm such a goof." "No, that's just what my batter needs," says Witch Clarabelle. "I like being helpful," says Goofy fella, "but I need to get to the castle." "Just follow the diamond shape," says Witch Clarabelle. Goofy fella says goodbye and hurries on his way. The diamond shapes lead Goofy fella to a hill made of crystal. At the top is the beast's castle. "It's kind of scary looking," says Goofy fella, "but I'm not afraid. I'm going to climb up there and get the gold storybook. The hill is super slippery." "Whoopsie, looks like I need a magical tool," says Goofy fella. "Oh, Goofles." Goofle has 2 magical tools left: the suction cups and a mystery magical tool. Goofy fella chooses the suction cups. He puts them on his shoes and marches right up the hill. Goofy fella sees Chip and Dale Thumb at the castle door. "We've come to rescue Daisy Beauty," Dale Thumb tells him. Goofy rings the gigantic castle doorbell. Beast Pete comes to the door. "What do you want?" he roars. We want you to let Daisy Beauty go," says Chip Thumb. "It's not nice to keep her locked inside," says Goofy fella. "I know," Beast Pete admits. "I just wanted a friend." "Well, let's have a party," Goofy fella says. "That's a good way to make friends." Beast Pete is delighted. "There will be music and dancing," he says, "and I invite everyone to come." Beast Pete turns to Daisy Beauty. "Will you be my guest?" he asks politely. Daisy Beauty sees that Beast Pete is really very kind. "Yes," she answers. "We could be friends too." All of a sudden, Beast Pete turns into a prince. Daisy Beauty's friendship broke the spell. Everyone enjoys the party, especially Prince Pete. "I owe this all to you, Goofy fella," he says. "How can I repay you?" "I'm looking for the gold storybook," Goofy fella says. "If the book is in my library," says Prince Pete, "it's yours." Prince Pete's library is stacked high with books. What does the gold storybook look like, he asks. It's decorated with a heart, a diamond, and a rose, says Goofy Fella. I see it, shouts Daisy Beauty, but it's up so high. I know just what to do, says Goofy Fella. Oh, Goofles! The mystery mascot is a bunch of balloons. Goofy Fella uses them to float up to the top shelf and grab the gold storybook. I've got it, shouts Goofy Fella, but how am I going to get down? Chip and Dale Thumb come to the rescue, popping the balloons one at a time. Goofy Fella safely drills back to the ground. Great job, says Prince Pete. It's time for Goofy Fella to go home. Prince Pete asks Rosalie the dragon to give him a ride. Goofy Fella holds the gold storybook tight and waves goodbye to his new friends. Wahoo-wee! Wahoo-wee. At the clubhouse, the professor gets the remote control working. Goofy jumps right through the open door. Mickey opens the gold storybook and the missing stories fly back into their books. So what story are we gonna hear? Goofy asks. Your story, Daisy says. How'd you find the book? Well, begins Goofy, I guess you could say I found it in my own goofy way. The end.